Hello, I'm Steve Weber, the host of Book Cheapskate. We're running down the top 10 free Kindle books featured today on bookcheapskate.com. Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's October 15th, 2025. As always, I'm joined by my co-host and bookworm sidekick, Cassandra. Good morning, Cass.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Yes, quite a list of freebies for everyone today.
It really is. We've got quite the mix today, from mysteries and thrillers to, well, pizza and political theory. So our mission, as always, is a quick deep dive, hit the highlights, give you a taste of what's out there for free today.
Sounds like a plan. Let's jump in.
All right, book number 1. This is Beautiful Storm, Lightning Strikes Book 1. It's a romantic suspense by Barbara Freethy, who's the #1 New York Times bestseller.
Right, and the setup is pretty compelling. You've got Alicia Monroe, a news photographer. She's kind of obsessed with lightning ever since her dad's plane disappeared in a storm years ago.
Yeah, and that obsession leads her to see something. Well, she thinks she sees a murder, right in a flash of lightning. Talk about a dramatic start.
Exactly, and the only clue she has is this military tag. It belongs to a missing woman, Liliana Valdez.
So the search begins.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't just, stay generic. It pulls her specifically into Miami's Cuban-American community.
Which adds a lot of texture, doesn't it? It makes the setting really specific. And, of course, there's the romantic interest.
Ah, yes. The brooding but attractive Michael Cordero shows up. Standard for the genre, but always effective.
And things escalate quickly. It stops being just about solving Liliana's disappearance. They become targets themselves. Someone's protecting a secret, and they'll do anything to keep it buried.
So high stakes, romance, mystery. Classic romantic suspense. Okay, from that, we pivot hard. Book number 2, Kizano Pizza Oven Cookbook for Beginners.
Haha, yeah, quite the shift. But, these appliance-specific cookbooks are huge right now. If you buy a gadget like the Pisano oven, you want to know how to use it properly.
Totally. This promises to guide you from setup to getting that perfect crispy crust. Essential stuff. It covers doughs, too, like New York, Sicilian, Neapolitan.
Yeah.
The classics.
But what really caught my eye was how far it goes beyond just pizza. I mean, it gets really creative.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, it includes recipes for things like Turkish pie, Japanese okonomiyaki, even Korean bulgogi pizza.
Whoa, okay, so not just your standard pepperoni. That's actually pretty cool. It shows how global home cooking has become.
Exactly. And it caters to different diets, too. Gluten-free, keto, vegan options are in there. Plus, bonus dessert recipes like Nutella pizza. It's surprisingly comprehensive.
Good to know. All right, let's move from cooking rules to, well, actual rules. Book 3 is Rules of Golf, a handy fast guide to golf rules 2019.
Right. This one's pretty straightforward. It's a reference guide covering those big rule changes that happened back in 2019. Remember those? They were the biggest changes in like 30 years.
I do vaguely remember that causing a stir. So this guide is meant to be like quick reference, something you keep in your bag.
Precisely. It's designed so you can find an answer in seconds. It's broken down into 7 sections: tee area, general area, penalty areas, bunkers, greens. You get the idea.
Makes sense. So you can quickly figure out where to drop or if you get a penalty without holding everyone up. Practical.
It's very practical for anyone who plays regularly.
Okay, next up. Prepare for another vibe shift. Book 4 is Bigfoot Bay Witches. Books 1 to 3 with exclusive bonus story. Paranormal cozy mysteries.
Ah, cozy mysteries. Love these. This subgenre is just booming. And this one sounds like fun magic, mayhem, murder, the usual cozy ingredients.
But with a twist, right. The protagonist, Sam Hain, moves back to Bigfoot Bay, and apparently her fiancé has been turned into a frog.
Uh-huh, yes.
Yeah.
That's the kind of quirky, high-concept humor you expect from cozies. It's part of the charm.
And the first book, Witch on Ice, she finds her childhood nemesis, frozen solid, inside a wall of ice.
See? It's delightfully absurd. Cozy mysteries are all about that mix of small-town charm, quirky characters including amphibian fiancés, apparently, and a puzzle to solve, but without the gritty realism, pure escapism.
Got it. Okay, switching gears again. Book 5 takes us into action territory. The Blood King, Relics of God Trilogy, Book 1, an archaeological thriller.
Ooh, I like the sound of this. These often blend history and modern action really well. Think Dan Brown, but maybe with different artifacts.
Exactly. This one features twin protagonists. Jacob, he's a Mossad agent, so there's your action. And his sister Naomi is a brilliant archaeologist. That's the history angle.
Nice setup. What are they after? Or stopping?
They're racing against some shadowy organization trying to stop them from getting their hands on the Holy Grail and its legendary power.
The Holy Grail, classic. So we're talking ancient secrets, big conspiracies.
Yep, stretching back millennia, apparently.
Yeah.
And the action moves around from Jerusalem to the Scottish Highlands. Big scope. These stories tap into that idea that history is still dangerous,
Definitely. Okay, from archaeological thrillers to pure fantasy, Book 6 is Song of Dragons, the complete trilogy, World of Requiem, Sword and Sorcery.
And the concept here is pretty intense. It's set in this ruined kingdom, Requiem. And the people there, they didn't just ride dragons.
Oh.
You could become dragons, like grow wings, scales, breathe fire, the whole deal.
Whoa, okay. That's a cool twist on the dragon trope. So what's the conflict?
There's a tyrant, Dai's Highway, leading an army of griffins, hunting down the survivors of Requiem. So the big question for the trilogy is, will these last survivors manage to reclaim their dragon forms and fight back?
Epic scale. Sounds like a huge battle for survival and reclaiming power. High fantasy stuff.
Exactly. Now, hold on tight for maybe the biggest genre jump yet. Book 7. Trick or Truce. A single dad, age gap, grumpy sunshine romance.
Okay, from Dragons too. Grumpy single dads. I love it. This title just screams modern romance tropes.
It really does. Enemies to lovers, single dad, age gap, grumpy sunshine, and it's set around Halloween. It checks all the boxes.
So what kicks off the enemies part?
This is great. The heroine, Elena, confronts this dad, Grant, who's described as gorgeous, naturally because his teenage daughter stole her sentimental Halloween candy bowl.
A candy bowl theft. The catalyst for war. I love it. So they feud.
Oh, yeah. He's rude. She retaliates. But then comes the truce part. He needs Elena to tutor his daughter.
Forced proximity. The classic romance move. So the antagonism melts away into chemistry.
You got it. The initial conflict just sets the stage for them to bond. It's a tried and true formula.
It works for a reason. Okay, let's stay in romance, but turn up the paranormal dial. Book 8. Midnight Vow. Wolves of Midnight, Book 1. Steamy werewolves and shifters.
Yep. This one centers on a heroine who's a born werewolf, but, strangely, has never actually shifted. She's desperate to unlock her wolf side.
And let me guess, she seeks help from a powerful, dangerous alpha.
Bingo. Colton Rivers, Alpha the Midnight Pack. He's got a violent reputation, but his touch starts to awaken her inner wolf.
There's that instant connection, that fated mate kind of vibe, so he offers to help.
He does. But there's a price. A big one. She has to vow to give him, and I quote, me.
Wow. Okay, so we're deep into possessive alpha territory here. That sets up a lot of tension and power dynamics.
Exactly. The description highlights the tropes. Enemies to lovers, arranged marriage, or arranged vow, I guess, and morally gray men.
Yeah.
Clearly tapping into a specific reader desire.
Absolutely. These dynamics are incredibly popular in paranormal romance. It's about that blend of danger and intense connection.
All right, deep breath, everyone. We are now making perhaps the most significant leap of the day. From alpha werewolves to political philosophy, Book 9 is the Communist Manifesto.
Wow. Okay. Yes, that's definitely a shift. Written by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, published way back in 1848, it's undeniably one of the most influential political documents ever.
Absolutely. And, regardless of your personal politics, understanding its core ideas is pretty important for understanding modern history.
Yeah.
It lays out the theory of historical materialism.
Right. The idea that history is fundamentally driven by economics and class struggle, the conflict between, the owners and the workers. Marx and Engels argued the struggle inevitably leads towards a classless society.
And its impact is just undeniable. For over 175 years, its ideas have shaped revolutions, politics, economic debates, everything. It's the ultimate challenge to capitalism. And it ends with that incredibly famous line.
Workers of the world, unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains.
Yeah, incredibly powerful, historically significant stuff. Important to understand, even if you disagree with it.
Totally agree. Okay, let's bring it home with our final book, number 10. We're back in speculative fiction with Onset. To Serve and Protect. This sounds like superhero fantasy mixed with police work.
Yeah, kind of an urban fantasy setup. You've got David White, a regular small-town cop. His world gets turned upside down when he's saved from a vampire attack.
A vampire attack. Okay, saved by whom?
By Onset. It's this elite secret government task force that deals with the supernatural. Regulates it, apparently. The classic secret world trope.
So they recruit him. Why him?
Because his extraordinary luck, which he probably just thought was, luck, they identify it as an actual supernatural gift, a power.
Interesting. So he's pulled into this hidden war, has to reconcile being a cop with being part of this shadow agency fighting. Well, vampires and presumably worse things. Exactly. The stakes escalate, threatening all of humanity, as they often do in these stories. It forces him to question everything. It's a neat concept. What if mundane traits are actually hidden powers?
That's a fun thought to end on. Looking back at this whole list, wow, from lightning storms and pizza ovens to golf rules, frog fiancés, the Holy Grail, dragons, candy bowls, werewolves, marks, and lucky cops.
It really covers the spectrum, doesn't it? It shows you just how diverse reading tastes are and what kinds of stories and information people are seeking out, whether it's escape or practical knowledge or understanding huge historical forces.
Or just a really specific kind of pizza recipe.
Or that. It all exists side by side.
Well, thanks for joining us today. And remember, if you want to download any of the books we've mentioned today for free from Amazon, visit us at bookcheapskate.com, and you'll have all the links right there. But do it now. These books are free today, but might be back to full price tomorrow. Also, along with those freebies, the site has a ton of specials on deeply discounted Kindle books and also a heads up on the best new releases. Every morning, it's all brand new. Cass, we'll do it again tomorrow.
Absolutely. Farewell for now, everyone, and happy reading.
Until then, keep on opening new worlds with great books without opening your wallet. And whatever you do, remember this. When you read,
Your mind becomes its own kingdom.